I'm not very happy with the way our band is presented in the film, only because I felt like maybe we were just, maybe I speak personally, but I feel there's a certain complacency going on. And I know that I was experimenting at this time with like not wanting to sing the lyrics as they were writ, but just I was making them up each time we were going out on stage, thinking that was something to do. Maybe boredom, or I don't know what it was at the time, but when I saw the film that Dave did at the time, after it was done, I was kind of mortified how kind of lame that sounded. And I was also really very mortified and embarrassed to see myself in this film, because what had happened is that nobody wanted to sort of deal with Dave and his camera when he was trying to sort of get some content, get some footage, and I felt very responsible for bringing him over. And so I sort of became the master of ceremonies to the point of where I'm just like mugging inanely throughout this entire film.
You're the moderator of sorts, and you don't seem particularly comfortable. You're the wandering wise ass with a microphone. And that's what happens.
Yes, I am the wandering wise ass.
But I mean, and that's at least what you described to me. You said that was the object of your mortification, that you felt you came off kind of lame. Personally.
Yeah, I thought it was horrible, and I didn't want the movie to come out. But then Nevermind came out 6 months later, and everything went supernova, and the record company was like, "Oh, well, there's this document we can make," and they did a theatrical release, and then all of a sudden, everybody in this zeitgeist moment was sort of seeing me in a place where I just felt like this was bad news.
Well, this is marketed as a Nirvana film, not a SY film. Right? It was a Nirvana film.
Yeah.
That's what Geffen wanted to push this. So it wasn't an SY film.
No.
So you guys were just ancillary in the film in that respect.
Right. But so I think it was very confusing for a lot of people who sort of jumped on Nirvana, the supernova of Nirvana, because they were subjected to us for quite a bit of this film. And it's just like, I think we're like these kind of like older kind of like weeds in the way. It's just like, but I think as time has gone on, it's sort of become a bit more sort of, I don't know, what do you think, Byron?
Byron, where's this film in the pantheon?
Yeah, what he said.
You've got to hold this microphone. You've got to say something.
I think it really captures sort of that particular time of that tour, though, when stuff was finally sort of becoming popular in a way that nobody thought it was going to be. Nobody cared before that. When you compare the crowds here to the crowds, in the Year of the Horse tour, people are sort of like, oh, it's I don't know, there was some kind of a sea change that happened right around that time in terms of people just listening to slightly different stuff. Maybe they're just listening to Everett True too much.
The idea of being in the lineage of punk rock, somebody sort of wrote on my blog when I sort of advertised this, it's like, did you guys really think you were punks or you were punk rock? And it's just like, in a way, it was like, well, we did. I mean, we thought we were certainly part of this kind of historical lineage that informed us, from '76 onwards. And so, yeah, I mean, we really thought we were as subversive as any band that sort of came out of punk rock. And it was our identity, and we didn't really sort of see too much beyond that, and we didn't really care to. And but at the same time, being over there, and there's scenes in this film where we're just sort of noticing that kind of wall being sort of kind of broken down, and there's this homogenization going on. And the fact that Motley Crue was also touring at the same time, and we were watching them on television, and they were covering Anarchy in the UK, and we were just looking at each other like, this is ridiculous. I mean, it's just like, it's kind of over, punk is broke. And we meant it as a double entendre, like it had broken out, but it was also, it had broke. It was like in need of fixing. That was sort of that was the idea. Anyway, should we waste more time here? Or should we
can waste a little more time. I would like to point out that Byron Coley is the author of the unauthorized definitive biography of Motley Crue.
Under the pseudonym Bill Dwight.
And I feared it for it. It's under my name. That's why I can't run for a higher office.
You can't even find it on the next book.
You can't run. I don't own it. No one owns
It's
it.
like $8.
What's what?
It's going for like $8 now.
$80?
$8.
Oh, $8, yeah.
That makes more sense.
Yeah, it's climbed.
But the year punk broke, 20 years ago, theoretically, 20 years ago, punk broke. As of 3 days ago, it's been 17 years since Kurt Cobain died.
Oh, really?
Yeah, it was.
You know, yeah, go ahead.
Well, I'm just saying that I mean, we're talking 20 years, 2 decades since then. And when this film occurs when Sonic Youth actually, the second half of their name actually applied. And clearly, though, I mean, because when I first talked to you about this film was 10 years ago. It was about 10 years ago. And your feelings about it, have they changed?
Oh, yeah.
In the intervening decade?
I'm fine with it now. I mean, I'm still going to leave the room. The second film is an addendum. It was made up of outtakes that David had. He had miles of footage, and he put together an entirely wholly other film. It's about 40 minutes long, and it's called. This is known as the Blues Scale, and. In a way, it's as solid as this film. In fact, it's more. The fact that it's more truncated makes it even kind of like a better viewing. So, if you can withstand it, I recommend sort of seeing that in relationship to this film that people actually know about.
And can I ask one more thing about, and then we can get to this, about the Courtney Love, Corky, as Byron refers to her as Courtney Love influence in this. The fact is that this film you can't get beyond VHS, and you certainly can't see the second film anywhere else. Does Corky have anything to do with that?
I'm advised not to talk about this. We'll do like a Q&A between the films, and we'll try to keep that succinct as possible.
Succinct and not ask that question.
You can ask any question you want to about this, but don't mention Corky.
Won't happen again.
No, it's fine. I think there's lots of interest in that.
And she's not in this movie very much at all. So
I won't answer those questions, but I think Byron can answer them.
Right, actually.
In fact, why don't you answer that question?
It's just a matter of music publishing stuff, really. I mean, I don't think she wants she's not portrayed all that flatteringly, really, in this movie. She presents herself so poorly that I don't think she necessarily wants it around that much, but she can keep it off the market.
Unlike the way she presents herself.
Exactly.
Yeah, no, she's sort of cleaned it up.
The threshold for embarrassment seems to be pretty high.
Well, yeah, but I mean, the thing is, there's a lot of Nirvana song stuff in it that they need to clear the publishing on it, and the performance stuff, which is expensive and not easy.
Anyway, let's roll it so we can get going here.